Hey guys, it's been a while since I've updated my YouTube channel, and I've been shopping recently and bought a pile of DVDs. So the film I'm going to be reviewing today is Oldboy, South Korean film by Park Chan-wook. It's called Oldboy. I think I might have already said that. This film is amazing. It's a revenge story driven by emotion and love and just vengeance. This film is just incredible to sit through. You need to watch this film. Just sit there and just admire all the things that are going on, all the little subtext and all of the little situations, all of the dialogue, even though it's in South Korean or Japanese or whatever. I can't understand it, and don't be offended, but they all kind of look the same and sound the same. But all the dialogue and all the emotion is just incredible. Right, this film came out in 2003 and stars min-sik, Ji-tae-ju and Hae-jin Chang. Sorry if I pronounced them wrong, but I'm not South Korean. The director is Chan-wook Park. This is his second film in a trilogy of revenge movies, I think. I haven't seen any other ones. I haven't seen any other Asian cinema, really. This is my first aspect into it, portal into it. But I absolutely love this film. This film is incredible. Please go see it. Yeah, if I can't recommend it enough. This film is really, really good. The plot is about this man who gets bailed out of jail, and he goes. His mate's in the street and he's phoning his daughter and his wife, just telling him he's going to come home and it's his daughter's birthday, and then he just gets kidnapped from the street. His friend don't know where he's gone and he wakes up in a hotel room. He's in the hotel room for 15 years. He slowly goes crazy. There's an amazing sequence in it when he goes crazy. I can't spoil it, but it's obvious that it's going to happen, and when it does, it's just amazing. It's one of the most gripping pieces of cinema I've seen in a while. His captors are very strange, and we don't know what their reason is, but we do find out at the end of the film, which is what the film is about. He gets released from prison 15 years after he's put in, which is weird, and he's got no idea why he's in there, and no idea why they let him out either. And when he gets let out, he gets this telephone, and he is contacted by his captor and is told that he has to find out why he was in that cell for 15 years, and if he finds out, the captor will kill himself, and if he doesn't find out, well, I'll get to that in a minute. When he comes out of his cell and he's exploring the new world that's completely new, he meets up with this girl called Mido, who falls in love with him, and this is the part of the movie that turns into a romance, and these two are really, really good together. The movie is so nice, like they fit so well together, and you feel completely for their relationship. It's amazing. They're both into each other, and you go along with it, and you're so happy for them. The reason, if he doesn't find out in these 5 days why he's been released, that the girl he's met, Miko, dies. Okay, now we'll get on to the cinematography. This film is excellent cinematography. The editing is absolutely fantastic. We'll have split screens that slowly transist as like a drawers opened or little car doors closed and things like that. The transitions and editing is absolutely spectacular. It really shows the emotion. Every scene, there's some amazing camera work going on in some scenes, especially towards the end of the film, which shows a lot of mirror work and mirror images, and they managed to film them without the camera being shot, which is kind of incredible because of the angle which it is. It'd be interesting to see how they actually did it. But there's two scenes in the film are my favourites, and I'm going to be talking about them. I might give some brief spoilers, and then I'm going to talk about the general vibe of the film, different subcontextual things, and then what I thought of the ending. Right, favourite scene in the film is a fight scene. If you've heard about this film or have seen this film, then you will know about this fight scene, probably. This fight scene takes place in a hallway, and it's just him on his own with a hammer against about 40 men with sticks and knives, and it all takes place in a tight corridor. And you see the shot from the side, so it's like it pans along as he's walking and destroying all these people. The thing I really did like about the scene is it's done in one take. There's no editing whatsoever, and as soon as he gets to the end of it, that scene's kind of over. It gives you an immense feeling of this guy's just an absolute badass, and I really did admire it because it is violent and it's brutal, but it's not gory. It's not incredibly over gore. It's not like it's meant to, like, people are getting hit around the head with hammers and stuff, but you don't see it close up. It's from a long shot, and they're all trying to get through, and he just makes his way through this so well. And towards the end of this one little scene, he gets stabbed in the back with a piece of wood, and he's just walking away with this wood still sticking out his back, like he doesn't really care. Second favourite scene in the film, the flashback when he's in school. This will have some plot spoilers, well, that there is a flashback in a school, obviously, but the flashback on how that scene's done and filmed, so that when he's young, the younger character of him is running alongside the now real version of him, and the way that they both transition into each other's running is just incredible. Right, thank you for watching this. This is my end of my review without the spoilers. This film's an amazing film. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. This really is just incredible. If you want to stay on and watch my thoughts about the end of the film and stuff like that, please stay on. Also, I'm going to be doing a little DVD update thing because I got a load of films. I thought I might as well, which is going to be at the end of the video. I'll post an annotation to say when you can skip to that without it being spoiled. Okay, subtext and the end of the film. Throughout the film we have certain subtext kind of things, like we have you see one scene at the start where he's dangling a man over the edge of a cliff, and at the end of later on in the film you realise that he isn't dangling the man over the edge of the cliff, he's just saved his life, which is a theme throughout the whole film, which is kind of like, if you see something now, it can be changed in the future. If we hide information from you, different things will appear incredibly different and horrible, which is kind of like the end of the movie with the twist. Right, so at the start of the film, when he's holding the guy over the ledge, and then he comes back and it's appeared that he's actually saved his life. That's mirroring the relationship he has with his daughter, which is when there's the sex scene in the middle of the film, which is incredibly, like, it's not too graphic, but it's really emotional, and you feel for both the characters, so it doesn't feel weird, it doesn't feel awkward either, because they both love each other so much. You like that they're together, you just want them to be together. That loving scene at the end of the film is flipped when you find out the twist that the girl is Miko is actually his daughter. That is done incredibly well, and the fact that it's been foreshadowed earlier in the film just subtly really does make it amazing. There's also the one thing I really liked about this film was the aspects of the film which kind of look over people's imagination. Similar to Reservoir Dogs, the famous torture scene in that, the camera on a lot of the violence and a lot of the torture scenes, but one in particular, the camera moves away. You don't see the gory violence. You do see some violence, but you don't see the gory violence. You don't see all the close nitty-gritty stuff. You just see kind of like the edge of them. So say like someone's like scraping my face away, the camera will be here, and like you just be able to see the edge of my face and me screaming or something, but you can still feel the intense emotions and pain and agony of all the characters, and you're imagining what's happening to them as it's happening. It's just one of the unique ways this film's done, and this done really well in one of the torture scenes. I don't want to ruin it, but it really did make, because it's a scene which makes your imagination run wild, and when it hits you, it's just like, I was almost feeling a bit sick because of what I thought happened, and then it shows you that it hasn't happened. It's like, what the fuck? Why? Right, the end of the film, yeah, the incestuous relationship with his daughter, similar to the incestuous relationship between the villain and his sister. I did figure that out. I figured that out as soon as I realised that the villain had an incestuous, whatever the fuck that word is, relationship with his sister. As soon as I realised that, I realised that Miko was going to be his daughter, and the film was going to end like that, and it did. What I really did like about the ending, though, is it gives you the kind of feeling. The film hints that incestuous relationships between a father and a daughter are right, especially in this scenario. You see at the end of the film, Desu, you see him being hypnotized, and he wants to forget everything that's happened so he can form a relationship with his daughter and have a family and live with her because he loves her because of what's happened to him, which is an incredibly strange feeling watching it, because you kind of agree with him because of the way that throughout the whole film their relationship progresses, and even in the sex scene it's just incredible. But at the end of the film, when you're shown the twist, you don't know whether to think, this is wrong. Is he being hypnotized to forget her, or is he being hypnotized to forget everything? And at the end of the film, it kind of leaves you blank, so you can kind of make yourself think about that. I thought for that character that relationship with his daughter was correct, because just because of the performances and the emotions and all of the amazing cinematography throughout the whole of the film, just leading up to that one relationship, and then the twist almost destroys it, and he's so sad. And I just love this film. It's so incredible. I had to think about it for a while before I did this review. I mean, I saw it last night, but I've been thinking about it all day so far, and it's just really is an amazing piece of cinema, and I highly recommend you watch it, especially if you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino films. This is highly reminiscent of films like Reservoir Dogs, and it's also got some purposeful little hints at Pulp Fiction, especially the arrow and the square. If you've seen it, you'll know that reference. But this film also made me think about Drive a lot more. Drive was a weird film, but this is kind of like what Drive was, but better, a hell of a lot better. Less about a driver, but yeah, I picked this up for £2. I'd highly recommend this to anyone. Thanks for watching. And here's the little DVD update thing I was just telling you about. I will be doing a review of all these films. These are really good films. I'd highly recommend them. Okay, first off, Oldboy, which I've just reviewed. Inglourious Basterds, Quentin Tarantino, very good film. Silence of the Lambs 2 Special Edition, good film. Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Blu-ray. The Big Lebowski, Watchmen, The Clockwork Orange, Hostel Part 2, and last but not least, Jackie Brown. Thank you for watching this. If you watched the little kind of DVD update thing, if you're interested in the films I've been buying, probably not, but if you are, say, comment and see if you want me to get any films, and I'll say comment on any films you want me to review. Thank you for watching the review and this little part if you skipped to it. I'll do more reviews in the future, probably of those films I've just shown you. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.